Odegaard set for Arsenal return, and the man who goes by names of William Saliba completes loan move to a team which goes by names of Olympique Marseille. Welcome to the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone. This is Rokani David in here, aka RD, to bring you these stories in there as they come in. Now, Arsenal fans look to be having some good news in here because we are lacking number 10 in there. Smith Rowe in there looking to be that only player that they are left with to play into that position. As you saw him with the match against Ibanian in there, he came on the pitch and scored immediately in there. But now there is some boost into there that Arsenal can get a number 10 that has been at the club for some long time, though he had snapped them and said he really want to go back to Real Madrid and fight for his place, but it looks like Real Madrid want to offload him. And this story of William Saliba in there, who was signed in 2019 at £27 million from Saint Etienne, and they loaned him back to Saint Etienne, and when he came back at Arsenal, Arteta told him no, though they had given you shirt 4, you are not amongst the players that I want at the club, and he loaned him back to a team which goes by names of Nice in there, and he made 22 appearances in there. So let's start off with this story of William Saliba. William Saliba is a central defender, French central defender, who was bought by Arsenal in 2019 at £27 million from a team which goes by the names of Saint Etienne in there, and they loaned him there to play for on a long season loan. And when a man who goes by names of Unai Emery was sacked, Arteta really called all those players that were on loan at Arsenal to come and prove themselves to him. But all in all, in the preseason matches, you know them, Saliba never proved Arteta right. And what Arteta did was told Edu, come loan this lad back, because by the time he was 19 years, because right now he's 20. They loaned him to a team which goes by the names of Nice in there, and he made 22 appearances last season in there. So I really look like he's a guy who is unlucky, because I like his height. I've not yet seen him play lots of games. It looks like I should really start to be a fan of the French League One in there to start seeing him play, because I don't know why Arteta is not embracing this lad, yet Edu really went out for him and said he was really someone great, because he was aged 18 years in 2018 in there when Arsenal really looked at him. So I thought he really had a very bright future at Arsenal, but a manager who goes by Arteta fans to get a man who goes by the names of the Brazilian who goes by names of Gabriel, and brought him at the club, and he has been at the club since last season, and Saliba has not yet gotten his chance. And even now, this was the time we thought that Arsenal would bring in Saliba, because they are really looking bad into the central defense. They are short of central defenders in there. And guess what? He has left. He's leaving a Mari in there, a Pablo Mari in there. He's having a Rob Holding and a Calm. Is his Rob Holding? Is it called Calm? The other name I've forgotten. And he's not really using this lad. Something that I'm really asking myself: isn't this guy good enough, guys? Those who have watched William Saliba play in the French League One, do you think he's really good enough to really come up and compete for the number 1 spot at Arsenal into the central defense? Because Arsenal looks like they are ready to spend £50 million on a man who goes by the names of Ben White from Brighton, because I've read a story from Sky Sports that I really want to come up next with it, that Ben White really has told Brighton, I want to go to Arsenal, nowhere I want to go to Arsenal. So looking like they're really looking for more defensive options in there. And when you look at the central defense option that they're getting, and when you look at Gabriel Magalhaes, when you look at Gabriel Magalhaes for Arsenal, Gabriel Magalhaes, I want to look at his age and tell you why Saliba will never get a chance to play for Arsenal. Now, Gabriel Magalhaes is 23 years old. A player who goes by the names of Ben White is 23 years old. So it shows you that Arsenal wants to build a defense. 2 central defenders who are 23 years old. They are just 3 years older than William Saliba. So I don't see William Saliba getting a return to Arsenal. If at all this time round, Arsenal have not really trusted him to come into and put his services into the central defense of Arsenal, and they are fancying to get £50 million to go and get a defender who goes by the names of Ben White. So it shows you how much Arsenal does not trust this lad. Arteta does not trust William Saliba, and that's why he's telling a man who goes by names of Edu, who acts as the football director of Arsenal, to negotiate a deal of Brighton, his central defender who was in the Euros for the English national team, who goes by names of Ben White in there, to come at Arsenal in there and partner Gabriel Magalhaes in there, because I think he's looking at that partnership. Gabriel Magalhaes playing off the left side of the central defense and Ben White playing off the right side of the central defense. So I think William Saliba is a guy who is unlucky. I can call him unlucky. Really, he's unlucky according to me, because this was his chance. This was his chance. This was his chance, because David Luiz had left, and I thought David Luiz leaving, it would have been the entry or the opening of the entry of the lad who goes by name of William Saliba, but the manager says no, go back to a long season lane at Olympique Marseille in there, and he has been joined by Guendouzi. Guendouzi also really came from the Spanish side where I was playing from, and he really was loaned back by Arsenal, loaned to a team which goes by names of Olympique Marseille in there. That is Guendouzi in there. So his services are really good. He's a good player. By the way, I really fancied Guendouzi when he really was playing at Arsenal, and when he was really playing at Arsenal, I really saw him as a very good player. I liked his touch. He looked like he's going to be playing into midfield positions of Arsenal, one of those young lads that I really saw that Arsenal brought in, and I thought was really up to something. But oh my God, I was really surprised, because Smith Rowe comes in. He's doing better than Guendouzi. Guendouzi looks like a more talented player than Smith Rowe, but Smith Rowe on the pitch really comes out and does what Arsenal needs that Guendouzi cannot do for Arsenal. So to me, I really feel like William Saliba is a guy who is unlucky. Guys, we've seen unlucky guys in the game of football. Yes, you get your time to come and play in, the manager really feels like, no, you are not the type of player I want, because it was not Arteta who really bought in this centre back. It was, I think, Unai Emery who brought in this centre back in there in 2019 in there, and the football director really liked him, but Arteta told him, I don't like him. And there is no way football director can really tell a manager that use that player, because at the end of it all, when they are sacking, they don't sack a football director, they sack the manager of the team. So that's it. Arsenal has also went onto its website and they've confirmed the departure of a lad who goes by the name of William Saliba in there, and Edu has come out and said that he really needs to get some more playing time and really mature into his game on a long season loan. So let's wait and see what happens next summer about William Saliba. I don't know whether Arsenal will really feature him into their team, because when you look at the presidency of Pablo Mari, Rob Holding, there is another player who goes the names of Gabriel Magalhaes. If they bring in a Ben White, that means Arsenal will be having close to 5 central defenders in there. So we wait and see what happens. We wait and see what happens on the deal, which on the man who goes by the names of William Saliba, someone that I fancy and I really look at as one of the great people that I really love to see at Arsenal. His height, his muscular. So I've not really watched him play. And guys, the Arsenal supporters in here, I don't know. Do you think Pablo Mari should be at Arsenal and a man who goes by names of William Saliba should be on loan? So what do you think about that? Please go into the comment section and tell me what you think about that story, as we get into this other story of a man who goes by names of Martin Odegaard, who recently came out and really put up a farewell message to a team, to the members of Arsenal in there, and we thought a return was not possible. But guess what? The return might be possible in there, because I've read a story in here about Martin Odegaard, and it is being reported by the Athletic in there. And Athletic, the reason as to why they are really some good source is that this tabloid is, you have to pay money to really have it. You get? So Martin Odegaard had said bye-bye to Arsenal fans in there, and the Norwegian had spent a successful 6 months loan at a team which goes by names of Arsenal, becoming regular in Mikel Arteta's side, and Arsenal really wanted him to stay because they had gotten Ceballos from Real Madrid on loan, and Ceballos had not yet really come out and produced the best that the manager wanted. Now, what they did, they went in for Odegaard. Odegaard came in through, the Norwegian did great at Arsenal, and guess what? After the 6 loan month spell, he really went back to Real Madrid following the conclusion of the loan spell, and confirmed his intention to fight for a place in Carlo Ancelotti's plans in there. So he really felt like he was the right guy to go in and fight for a place in Carlo Ancelotti's team. You can imagine. So all that happened in there, and guess what went wrong? Something is not right at Madrid. Madrid is having a financial crisis, and they've now started looking at players available to see to it that they really sell them off and they really get money. And one of those players that Madrid are really looking at is Martin Odegaard, who appeared to expel end of Arsenal's hopes of bringing him back to the Premier League, but Odegaard's plans have been dealt a blow that reopens the door for the Gunners. Now, the door is open for the Gunners. Why? According to the Athletic, the blow is the fact that La Liga are set to slash Madrid's salary cap for the forthcoming season in there. So that means Madrid is not going to get enough money from the La Liga in there. And Odegaard is one of those at risk being moved on by Real Madrid to raise funds to complete their other transfers in there. Remember, Madrid are into this financial crisis. There is a story that I was reading like three, four weeks back from the Goal, and they're reporting that Madrid is having a debt of 901 million euros in there. So it shows you how badly Madrid was hit by COVID-19 in there, because the fans are not on the pitch, poor performance in there. So I look at Madrid and ask myself, are they going to collapse? Because when you look at what is happening at Madrid in there have been some leaked audios of the president, Florentino Perez, really trashing Madrid players, like calling Ronaldo stupid, abusing Iker Casillas, Raúl González. He almost trashed all the players at Real Madrid. So I think Real Madrid is not going to get back to its place. But Real Madrid look like they are into a turmoil. Remember, one of the best centre-backs that has been at Madrid for the last 10 years, Rafael Varane, has failed and said, no, I'm not renewing my contract at Real Madrid. Reason, you cannot get me the money that I want. You brought in David Alaba from a team which goes by names of Bayern Munich. You gave him a weekly salary of £250,000. For me, I'm still at £150,000. If at all you cannot get me close £280,000 or £300,000 that United is getting me per week, I'm not really signing a new contract in there. And now the situation is tense at Madrid. Now, if at all they've lost Sergio Ramos, they lose Varane, because it looks like Madrid are really they are waiting for the bid of Manchester United. It's supposed to go in next week. That's what is being reported. Now you lose Martin Odegaard in there. So if at all they can get like £50 million from Odegaard, and they get like £50 million from a man who goes by the names of Rafael Varane, I think they can go in and get a Kylian Mbappe in there, because Mbappe looks like he wants to leave PSG in there, and he has failed. He has said, no, I'm not renewing my contract at PSG. And remember, at PSG, they are really into a worst situation in there, because the lad is only left with 12 months in there at PSG. Yes, that is Kylian Mbappe in there for you. So it shows the situation, the bad situation that is at Real Madrid. It's really worrying, and you guys should put Madrid into your prayers if I told you support it, because it looks like they are really badly off. But that situation at Madrid is like, it's bringing a glimpse to the face of Arsenal. They are smiling from ear to ear, because Odegaard was one of those players that really played very well at Arsenal and really helped the manager, really Arteta, throughout that season in there. And they would wanted to retain him at Arsenal in there, but Odegaard said, let me go back at Madrid and really fight for my position. But Arsenal looks like they are getting a boost. A door is open. The door has been reopened, and Arsenal look like they are really going to go on and seal a deal of Martin Odegaard if at all they really get the money that Real Madrid wants. I remember he had a very big buyout clause. Remember, in the Spanish La Liga told all the teams that each and every player in La Liga should be having a buyout clause. So it shows you that Arsenal to get Odegaard might not be something easy, but can they go and break the bank? Now, as you see, Maddison is being linked to Arsenal. Maddison, Aouar, and Odegaard, who do you really pick on? Who do you really want to be at Arsenal in there? So that's the question I really leave behind for you, as the door has been reopened for Odegaard to return at Arsenal. Can Arsenal really get Odegaard? If they get Odegaard, forget Aouar, the man who goes by names of James Maddison. So guys, that is what I had for you here onto the football news, top 10s and lifestyle zone here. I'm Rokani, aka RD. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. Remember, we are going to be starting doing live streams onto this channel. We started it today, and more live streams are really going to come through. And you guys, I'm really loving your love. Arsenal fans, you are really marvelous in there. But all I can let you know is that subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in on a daily. There are very many stories. Top Arsenal signings in there are coming in. Top Arsenal flops in there are coming in. Very many more. top 10 highly paid Arsenal players. They are coming out into the top 10 segment on this channel, guys. So feel free to join us. This channel is going to be fun, and if at all you have anything you want us to improve on this channel, be into the comment section, learn it down there, tell us, we'll reply you and we'll read it and we'll abide by what you guys are telling us. I'm out for now. See you later and bye bye.